is money? What do you do with your money? How do you spend your money? And how do you get to earn your money? So today, guys, we'll be talking about money, cash, choke. Yeah, so guys, welcome to my channel as we are going to dig deep into money and get to see how money is spent, how money is budgeted, how money should be handled. Let us talk. Let us have a conversation, guys. Managing money isn't about earning big, earning more. It's about spending wisely, saving wisely, and having better financial habits. Yeah, so guys, let's dig deep and see how to implement a good use of money so that you can have a good financial routine or habit. Yeah, so guys, first of all, you have to budget your money. You really have to budget your money. Sometimes unapatanga uko na dhao haujai budget, so unapatana na smocha unabai, unapatana na mayai unabai, unapatana na viatu unabai simply because huja budget. One of the cutest things is budgeting your money. Budget your money. Like maybe you earn 20,000, maybe your parents gives you 1,000 in a week. If you are a student, you have to plan your money. You have to say, like, when you earn 20,000, you have to plan your money and say, rent 7,000, shopping. You get, like, you are able to stick in your plans, because uwezi nisho uko na dhao umebudgetia 2k nguo. You will find yourself restricting yourself because umebudget. But si mambo ya uko na 50k unaitumia tu fua. You really don't have something budgeted on it. Like, learn to budget your money, and it's so easy to manage money because you are sure if you've spent 2k kwa nguo, it was that 2k. If you cross to 2,100, you will be able to understand that here 100, it's a loss. It's a loss to you because haikuwa budgeted. So learn to budget and budget wisely also. Don't just budget. Unajua unaweza fanya budget na it makes sense. Unaweza ya 10k entertainment, then food 2k. Does it make sense? So also, if you're budgeting, budget wisely. Budget in a way that it makes sense, honestly. Yeah, learn to budget and stick to your budget. Stick to your budget. You see, in psychology, there is something called reinforcement. Like, you might have positive reinforcement and negative. By this I mean, for positive, if you stick to your budget, you will reward yourself. And still, for the negative reinforcement, if you don't stick to your budget, then you have to punish yourself. Yeah, so guys, learn to budget and also use the reinforcement. You'll be like, if you only stick kwa budget yako last month, then you can decide maybe ka 1,500 ka next month kabai ka kitu, and still also, if you don't stick to your budget, punish yourself. Sema kama next month ulikuwa uende for a spa date, cancel it. Yeah, so guys, make sure you budget and stick to your budget and use the reinforcement thing, guys. It really works. Tracking your money. Yeah, tracking your money is the sweetest thing. Like, if you really want a stable financial habit, okay, like most of the times, yeah, personally nilikuwa na hiyo tabia yenye ningetupa ka 5 bob. I don't know if you understand. Like, nikibaki na ka 5 bob, sitaki kujua kako wapi. So when you track your money, this means you are able to understand where your money goes. Okay, I usually say it's good you track your spending weekly. Like, spend your money weekly, because when you spend your money weekly, you are able to identify, like, umewestia do wapi. After you've created your budget, guys, you are still supposed to track your money and understand pesa yako inaenda wapi. Like this, I had 500, nikaingia soko, 80 bob imeenda wapi, 50 bob imeenda wapi, to the point that zime amount zikafika to 350. You understand? Because sometimes I hear people say that watu wako na doa kwa strict. Yeah, it's because they really want to know. I hear you people complain that anakutuma vitu za 1500 na anakuwekea 1510. It's because this guy si ati ajui kitu anafanya, but they really want to track pesa yao imeenda wapi, because wakibudget their money for shopping still. See, they had a shopping list. They really knew what they want. It's not like, you know, most of the times, especially girls, ladies I mean, wanenanga super, they were to pick one thing. Now it ends up to being a troll. Sijui kama unaniget. So most of the times you find that ujui pesa ilienda wapi. If mtu akuja kuuliza you had 500, ukiingia hiyo supermarket 350 imeenda wapi, you don't know. That's what, guys, I'm saying. Planning your money. You plan like, what am I going to do with this money? And track it. Because as I said, guys, unaweza create budget but it makes sense. So the same thing. Make sure you track your money. Jua penye pesa yako imeenda. Because through that also, utaweza kujua ni vitu ngapi umepurchase. Zenye impulsive. Like, nitasemaje, like the things you don't need. So probably zime waste your money. Then if you don't track, you won't be able to understand that na siku hizi I'm really wasting money on mutura. You get, even when it's not budgeted. Budget? Yeah, time uja budget here, guys. Time uja budget here. Yeah, so guys, make sure you track your expenses. Most of the times when we get money, what do? We spend on liabilities, you know. So guys, spend on values. Acha kutumia pesa yako na liabilities. What I mean is, when you get money, use that money to buy something that will bring money. Okay, because most of the times, by the personally, it's not personally, okay, personally, what I hear from people is, nikipata pesa walai na buy babe. Okay, now coming to view it, say vibaya kujibaya viatu, it's not a bad idea, but do you have shoes you can wear? You have. So mbona utumie pesa yako sometimes in a way vitu zenye unabuy like they don't make sense. Okay, vitu zenye unabuy most of the times they don't make sense. So learn to spend your money on values. You know, you can decide you have 10,000, you can decide to buy a stock of 5k, you know, and hawk. That money will bring other money. Sijui kama get, guys. And also in terms of liabilities, sometimes we buy things because the emotional aspect of us is really tormenting us to buy. You know, you find yourself like una buy vitu because it's emotional. You know, you just feel like, oh, napani buy doll. You know. So first of all, always take time to think and ask yourself, like, do I really need this? Okay, again, I'll put in the aspect of psychology. There is something called cognitive restructuring. This is a way to challenge certain thoughts or bad thoughts, to say bad thoughts. Like when you really have to buy something, you know, you really have to tell yourself, like, do I really need this? Yeah, you really have to challenge yourself in terms of telling yourself that you really don't need this. You don't. You can make it without that thing you want to buy. I don't know if guys mnanielewa, because it's Valentine's, you really feel like you need flowers, but do you really need them? Do you really? Like, do you? So it's good to always first take a step and ask yourself, do I really need something? Because especially girls, I feel like we buy a lot of unnecessary things, of which it's not like we have money, but the small money we have makes us think. So yeah, and also guys, also always make sure that the things you buy, as we have said, let them be something very important, something that you really need. And also guys, prioritize quality over quantity. It's not like every time when I buy sandals za 150 zimekatika, si combine za 150 ubai kiatu mzuri ya 500. You get, prioritize quality over quantity, so that you avoid making mistakes of every time you're purchasing shoes. Ushaishanga na watu every time anabuy viatu uko like kwani ziliharibika, and then uko like ziliharibika. So prioritize quality. Buy something expensive to avoid every time, okay? Yeah. In life, lazima tu jipate umekopa. In life, most of the times probably it happens, you have something to do, ama emergency, and now you don't have money, so you have to really call that friend and tell them, why need to meet, that's all. So guys, learn to pay debts, okay? Learn to pay debts. And guys, I always say, if you have a debt of 10,000, you have a debt of 500. Sasa ni gani rahisi kumaliza? You rather finish na huyu wa 500 and the one for 10,000. And guys, I'm always telling my friends, if you have somebody's debt, then you earn 1,000, just pay ka 100. I know it hurts. Inaumanga unatunua pesa ushaanza kulipa madeni jamani. It hurts, but at least pay. Si must ulipe mtu 10,000 yote. You can pay mdogo. You get? Yeah, learn to pay debts as mdogo as possible. And if you have larger debts and smaller debts, start with the smaller debts, because hata ukianza kulipa huyu wa 10k, so you still have huyu wa 500. So guys, let's learn to pay debts. And again guys, sometimes tunakopeanga vitu as it makes sense. Borrow when it's necessary. Guys, can you borrow when it's necessary? Because sometimes unapatanga mtu akona deni mingi. If you try to ask them what they did na hizo pesa, hata hakuna. It's because walikuwa nakopaza that they really feel like taking smocha. Let's borrow on necessary things. Don't just borrow. And when you borrow, pay the debts kindly. Practicing money mindfulness is something else. What do we mean when you have the mindfulness of spending money? This means that don't upgrade your life every time your salary increases. Unaget, kuna hawa watu wa sasa help ikiingia, life ina shoot. You get, hata hawatuli, life shoots. Let me tell you guys, the worst thing you can do is simply because you are maybe you have 18,000, sasa ati una change eating habits. My friend, the 18,000 itaisha, what will you do? So don't always shoot your lifestyle simply because your salary is increased, simply because umepata kado mahali. Don't. Learn to balance and know when to live a life, okay? And also guys, learn to live with people who are smarter financially. Usikuwe na wale watu wako na 20k wako like, tushike mzinga sasa, tushike ya 15k. No, don't. Be with people who are smarter, people who will tell you, this 18k, do this, you know. Yeah guys, and learn to prioritize needs and wants. Learn to deal with needs, not wants. What you want, no. Buy what you need. Yeah, most of my interacting moments, people tell me, like hawana sources mobs are do, because sometimes you ask somebody, why you not saving, why you not developing, and they're like, their salary is fixed up on things, like salary yao inaishianga kwa vitu. So guys, that's why it's very important guys to invest guys, and also look for more sources of income. You can do a hustle, you can look for passive ways of earning income. Usitegemee place moja. Like tunambianga, don't place your eggs in one basket, because when the basket falls, the eggs break, you're done. Yeah, so guys, learn to have a hustle, learn to have passive ways of earning money, you know, and through interacting guys, that is when you do it. Huwezi kuwa unatoka job unaenda unalala guys. How will you get to know what people do? Learn to interact so that you have many passive ways of income, and through that guys, you'll be able to save guys. And also the other tip is to pay yourself first. When your money comes in, first save, okay? Create some emergency fund. You get guys, always, but they always have an emergency fund, because life happens, you see. Yeah, life happens. Floods might come, mwambue muhame, what will you do? You know, things just happen. So guys, always have some emergency fund. always save. Make sure you save. If 18k ikiingia hivi, save hata 500, you know. And guys, one thing I know is when you save, you don't purchase impulsively. Unaona, kama unatembeanga tu tauna unafikiria niko na 17,000 hiyo inanitosha, so naweza spend 2k. Unaona, hiyo 2k ungeirusha savings, my friend, ungeitoa huko, but simply because iko M-Pesa, guys, you spend a lot. You buy every utensils, every shoes you see, every shirts you see on the way. So guys, learn to save, and also learn to create emergency funds. Learn, guys, to also save. Okay, yeah, so guys, that has been it. Make sure you follow those tips, guys, and if you have any questions, put them on the comment section. If you have additional points, also put them on the comment section.